Asante sana. I will see if I can hold the speech from my iPad. I think I can. But first of all, our guest of honor, Honorable Karim James, the founding person for Joha Trust, Anna Tibayuka, and Halima, dear Halima, members of the board of Joha Trust, and members of the school board that we have met here also. And I would say parents first, teachers, students, but also religious leaders. It has been a full program, and it has been a pleasure to listen to you, and we are impressed by the way you can organize events. You would find ours much more boring if you come to Sweden. We are very informal always, so I'll see what I can make out of it. But I am very, and did I say students? The most important ones here. I am happy, and I think that we all are happy to be able to meet here today to celebrate struggle for an achievement in education. The pandemic has kept us apart, but through reports from the school here and Zoom meetings, the Swedish Joha Trust has been able to follow that Joha Trust Tanzania, its board, its school management team, with the head minister Halima Kamote at the top, and the staff of the Barbro school, and at least the students, have stayed dedicated to their task to secure quality education for Tanzanian girls and young women, irrespective of economic, social, and religious background. On behalf of the Joha Trust Sweden, my husband, who is here with me on this visit, and Anders Wickman, the cashier in our board, I am congratulating you sincerely for your achievement. To the candidate girls due to leave Barbro, I know you say Barbro, that's strange to us. Barbro, that was Barbro Johansson, it's a name in Sweden, but it's a good name for the school also. You say Barbro just. Those of you who are due to leave the school later this year, to you we extend our wishes for success in the exams soon to test you. And later, when you move on, we are confident that the light that the Barbro school has provided you with will help you to brighten the nation. We, your visitors today, were officials in various capacities in the Swedish-Tanzanian Development Corporation several decades ago. We have seen progress, and earlier this week, we were impressed by upgraded infrastructure, new buildings, sprawling city life, and healthy-looking people. You all look very healthy here, and that's very nice to see in town also. A lot has been achieved by Tanzania, and your task ahead is to continue from here and continue to improve life for yourself, for your families, and for society at large. We are proud for having been able to support your cause now for more than 20 years in Sweden. In Sweden, we have a large but aging group of members and friends. Many share the experience we have of friendship with Tanzania and Tanzanians. They are encouraged when they're hearing about Joha Trust and your achievements. We will report now that this place is in good shape and that you are doing well. Yeah. But for sure, there are challenges. The prosperity of families are still hampered by the pandemic. Let us pray, and let us pray now that the mad war that just started in Europe will leave you and us in Sweden without too severe consequences. We can never be sure. And let us hope, for the sake of the Ukrainian and Russia, that the war will soon be over, that it will soon end. We are shocked that at this time of possible enlightenment and knowledge, the primitive habits of violence are still prevailing. You girls have a daunting task ahead to brighten the world. You have to continue that effort. Tanzania has made progress in education, recognized by donors who provide support. The Barbro School remains valid as a model, and we hope that your ways will be respected when eager experts and officials want to impose reforms fast. The good ones should be implemented through good information and training. And I hope that you can avoid those reforms that seems to be not so very well founded. I hear that is going on. Yeah. The economic situation of Tanzania, of Joha Trust and the Barbro School require continued, that's also a challenge, continued attention. We are pleased that we, through a dedicated campaign, have been able to contribute to debt reduction of for Joha Trust. Our sincere thanks are extended to teachers and parents at the school here for a commendable effort also to raise funds. We are impressed by the money that came also from Geneva, where a former Barbro student and Professor Tibayuka's daughter have been the activists. The debt has been reduced, but still it constitutes an obstacle that must be overcome. Rather than having to use funds for payment of interest, funds should be available for all the necessities at the school and for maintenance of roofs, windows, and other structures of buildings that now, some of them are now more than 20 years old, and they need attention. A true challenge ahead is to find someone to replace our dear headmistress Harima Kamote. Together with Anna Tibayuka and the management group here, you have provided inspiring and steadfast leadership. You have been hardworking and imaginative. We have had a wonderful cooperation, and I wish to thank you of my full heart. Apart from a small gift that you will get, I'll come back to that. We should all honor you by seeing to that the transition you will now, that the institution that you have been, will be able to stand strong also in the transition period that will now come. And asante sana, Mama. We keep you in our hearts and hope also that you will continue to be part of the Joha family. The Joha Trust Sweden has dedicated members who are your absent friend. Some of them are getting old, and there are not so many young people who are deepening contacts with Tanzania these days. Hope that your exchange program with the schools in Sweden, the Victor Rydberg School and the Civitas, can be restarted now after the pandemic. So I think it's very important that we build this personal relationship, like I and Mama Tibayuka did. You should do that now with colleagues around the world, including in Sweden. We have an aging membership, as I said, but we are still continue to and we're still successful in collecting money for scholarships at the Barbro School. And just before Christmas, we released funds for scholarship in 2022. We do have enough funds still to make sure that all of you who are beneficiaries from a scholarship now shall be able to complete your studies at the school until graduation. And then I should not forget here to convey our special thanks and greetings to Iduna Foundation, this incredible philanthropic foundation from Switzerland. Why Switzerland? Yeah, it's Swedes that have moved to Switzerland and have their bank accounts there. But they are pleased to support you. Iduna is every month paying generous amount into our scholarship account, and they underpin the debt reduction campaign with an extra grant and matching funds for amounts that we were able to raise from members and friends. I had got a flu. It's not corona. I took the test. Yeah, girls, ladies and gentlemen, most years are special. And for young people especially, every year means a lot. For us old, one is more like the other one. But for Tanzania, 2021 was a very special year. The first thing is, of course, that you lost one president that died, and a new one was inaugurated. But also, it's very special that the Nobel Prize was given to a Tanzanian author. It was given by the Swedish Royal Academy to Abdelrazak Gurna. He was the laureate. He comes from Zanzibar, but events during a turbulent period of history took him to UK. He follows events in Zanzibar, coastal and caravan Tanzania, as well as places in Europe of refuge. And he follows it not through account of history, it's there in the background, but he follows it through the destinies of people. I find his books very, very, very well worth reading, and so many of our friends do. And one is the title Afterlife. So this is for Halima, for something to do after the life at Barbro, at the Barbro school. And it's actually also about Tabora. I think the caravans there, they passed Tabora on their way towards the mountains. Yeah, we have left. In fact, I have left another 4 books of Gurna's book with Professor Anna to share with Halima, with teachers and with others. Books can and should be shared. One of our aging members have decided to move from their nice big villa to a smaller apartment. They could not keep all their books. The husband in their family is an active author, and he has collected books his whole life, not least on and from Africa. He did not want to throw them away. We offered to take them on the plane. So, and Qatar Airlines is rather generous with luggage, so we brought a whole bunch of books for your library. Africana, yeah. It's a lot of them. So this is for all of So, with this, I hope that these books, that now you have a better stocked library with African literature. And I hope some of it will inspire you to read, but also inspire you to write your own stories someday, because you will have a lot to tell the world, like Gurna has. Yeah. Asante sana. Asante sana.
Asante sana, makofi mengi.